How much money is enough? It sounds like a simple question. But it's one of the most dangerous, most emotional, and most avoided questions in modern life. Because if you can't answer it clearly, then no amount of money will ever feel like it's enough. You'll keep chasing. You'll keep comparing. And you'll keep feeling like you're behind, even when you're ahead. This is what nobody tells you about wealth. It's not built on numbers. It's built on boundaries. In this video, we're going to explore the uncomfortable truth behind the concept of enough, why it moves, why we resist defining it, and why not knowing your number quietly erodes your peace, even as your income grows. Let's start with this. Most people don't define enough because they're afraid to limit possibility. They confuse contentment with complacency. They think saying this is enough means this is all I'll ever be. But the truth is the opposite. Defining your enough is not a ceiling. It's a foundation. It's the first time you get to stop running. The first time you can take a breath. And the paradox is, once you do that, you usually achieve more, not less. Because desperation blocks creativity. Fear blocks clarity. But peace? Peace unlocks power. So let's dig in. Why is it so hard to feel like you've made it, even when you're earning more than ever? The answer is simple. You've never told yourself what made it actually means. You didn't define the finish line. So the game never ends. You get a raise, but your lifestyle rises. You pay off one debt, then add a new expense. You move into a nicer place, but now the furniture doesn't feel right. This is the trap of shifting standards. And it happens because your definition of enough was never yours, it was borrowed. Borrowed from social media. Borrowed from friends. Borrowed from a version of yourself that no longer exists. So let's pause and ask the most radical question in personal finance. What does enough actually feel like, for you? Not just enough money. But enough time. Enough freedom. Enough peace. Can you describe it? Can you picture it? Can you recognize when it shows up? Because here's what's wild. Most people have already brushed against their enough and didn't even notice. They were too busy scrolling. Too busy comparing. Too busy upgrading. They didn't pause to feel it. So they missed it. And that's where the problem begins. Because once you miss it, you start moving the goalpost. $50,000 felt like it would solve everything. Then it became $80,000. Then $120,000. Then $200,000. And still, something's missing. Because more money doesn't fix a lack of boundaries. More money without clarity is just more noise. So let's flip the script. Let's build a version of enough that's clear, personal, emotional, honest. And here's how we start. Step 1. Define what peace looks like. What are the feelings you crave when you imagine being financially free? Is it calm mornings? Is it no longer checking your bank balance before buying groceries? Is it the ability to say no to a client you don't like? Write those feelings down. Step 2. Translate those feelings into needs. If peace is what you want, what life conditions create it? Do you need a buffer in your checking account? Do you need 2 months off a year? Do you need to leave your job? Step 3. Attach numbers to those needs. Now we get specific. If rent is $2,000 and groceries are $500, your basic peace point might be $3,500 a month. Add in savings, fun, flexibility, maybe you need $5,000. That number? That's your enough. It might not be sexy. It might not impress anyone. But it's yours. And the moment you name it, you have power. Because you can build for it. You can protect it. You can upgrade it, with purpose. Not from fear. Not from comparison. But from choice. This is how people reclaim their life from the cycle of more. They stop chasing. They start choosing. Now, what happens once you hit that number? Here's the truth, you'll feel an urge to ignore it. To move the goalpost. To think, well, if I've made $5,000, I can make $7,000. And maybe you can. But the question isn't, can I make more? The question is, do I need to? Because every dollar comes with a cost. Time. Energy. Bandwidth. More isn't always better. So once you reach your enough, you get to ask, is more worth the trade? Sometimes it is. Sometimes it's not. But now you're choosing from clarity, not compulsion. Let's go one level deeper. There's a reason you keep pushing past your enough. It's not greed. It's not ambition. It's fear. Fear that one day it'll all disappear. Fear that you're falling behind. Fear that standing still means failing. But here's the truth, the world has sold you a lie. That safety comes from more. That control comes from income. But real control comes from internal clarity. Real safety comes from knowing who you are, no matter how much is in the account. Because when you know what you need, the noise gets quiet. And when the noise gets quiet, you can finally hear your life again. You can feel joy again. Gratitude again. Enough again. And from that place, you might make even more money. But it won't be to feel worthy. It'll be because you're already grounded. That's the power of defining your enough. So here's what I want you to do today. Write your enough number. Write what it buys you. Write what it frees you from. Write what it opens you to. And then, protect it like it's sacred. Because it is. It's the moment you stop surviving. And start living. That's how much is enough. And now you know.